Project work. Nomads generally keep on moving in search of livelihood. They are seen in every city now. Right, a short note on their lifestyle, what dresses they wear, their occupation, the houses they live in, and the language they speak. So in this lesson, we have actually discussed about the Banjaras, isn't it? Yeah, the nomads of Rajasthan, right? So the question says, now we can see these kinds of nomadic groups almost in every cities. Almost in every cities we have these nomadic groups, right? Now, write a short note on the lifestyle of these people, like what do they wear, what do they eat, what are their livelihoods and all, right? Now, see, the nomads in India have lost their livelihood because of drastic changes in transport, industries, production, etc. So earlier, these nomadic groups were not this much of wandering groups. They were mostly based on a particular region. For example, these Banjaras are there, no? Yes, so they were seen only in the Rajasthan region, but now we can see Banjaras in our region also, right? Why? Because of the drastic changes in the transport, industries and production. So earlier, what happened was that, for example, if there are some merchants who want to buy something from the regions in Pakistan and they have to cross the Thar desert, they will take the help of these Banjaras. Okay, they have got the caravans, right? But now, we need not depend upon any such kinds of transportation because we have got a most modern transportation, right? Which is faster, cheaper. So now people depend on those kinds of methods than the Banjaras. And now Banjaras have got no occupation. So now they wander throughout the nation in search of something to, live upon. So they are working as salt traders, fortune tellers, conjurers, actors, storytellers, snake charmers, basket makers, etc. So now what they do is they will go from place to place, from one place to another they travel and they try to find a livelihood based on the location where they go. In some regions, especially when there are the festivals and all, they will become magicians or storytellers or actors, part-time dancers. So they do different kinds of jobs nowadays in search of a livelihood. They live in the huts and the suburban areas with little facilities. They also learn to speak the regional languages. So they live in the huts in the suburban areas. Suburban areas means what? The outskirts. Not in the cities, not entirely left off from the city, but very close to the city, but not inside the city. Right? So, to make huts and live there will be comparatively cheaper. So, they live in the suburban areas with little facilities. They may not have all the facilities like, at least like something that they used to enjoy earlier, but still they live there. Then, they also learn to speak the regional languages also. So, in addition to the languages that they know, like Rajasthani or Hindi, they now do learn different regional languages also. So there are a group who are roaming around in Andhra Pradesh now. So now they learn Telugu. Some other group will be in Tamil Nadu and they will be learning Tamil, right? So based on the region where they basically roam around for a livelihood, they learn to speak the regional language of that particular region also. Right? So that is the answer. The nomads in India have lost their livelihood because of the drastic changes in transport, industries and production. So they are working as salt traders, fortune tellers, conjurers, actors, storytellers, snake charmers or basket makers. They live in the huts in the suburban areas with the little facilities. They also learn to speak the regional languages. Right? So now I'll keep the screen the same front and break in front of you so that you can have a look at these questions once again. Mark the following on the outline map of India: the Great Indian Desert region, the Indira Gandhi Canal, the Aravalli Range, cities of Jaipur, Jodhpur, Bikaner. Okay, so yeah, here is a map of India, and we have these regions marked in that. You see, this is the Great Indian Desert region. The dotted region is a Great Indian Desert region. Okay. 2. The Indira Gandhi Canal. This line that what we can see over here is the Indira Gandhi Canal, which is actually taking the water from the river Satluj and the river Bias. Third one, Jaipur, Jodhpur, Bikaner. See, this is the Aravalli range. This is a Aravalli mountain, and from here is a Luni river originate and flow just this much and flows into Rann of Kutch. So it is on the western side of this Aravalli, Jaipur, the capital city of Rajasthan, locates. Right? Then Jodhpur is almost at the central Rajasthan region, and towards the western boundary with the Pakistan, or on the western side of Indira Gandhi Canal is a Bikaner. Right? So this shaded region, the dotted region, is the Great Indian Desert or the Thar Desert. This line is the Indira Gandhi Canal, which helps in making hectares and hectares of land cultivatable. This line here is the Aravalli Range. To the west of Aravalli Range is the capital city of Bikaner. To the west of Indira Gandhi Canal is Bikaner, close to the border with Pakistan, and Jodhpur is almost at the center of Rajasthan. Right? Okay, so now I'll keep this screen the same for another minute for you so that we can have a better look at it. Clear?